The camera falls through the mist down to the city streets, faster and faster, and we're seeing through someone's eyes. A tattooed hand reaches out and pushes open a door. The camera bobs side to side, faster and faster through a corridor, into a dimly lit kitchen, and through the doors and swing out. You see a woman grasping a microphone, eyes closed as her mouth is open. It seems to be singing. We don't hear anything. In front of her sits a man. His body suddenly slumps. The mouth doesn't close, the eyes, however, open. The camera pans towards the woman, and a look of surprise comes over her face. But she doesn't stop mouthing the words. The camera pans back to the man in the chair. And to the side, something flickers. We see a door burst open. A large man who we've seen before, called Cyrus, mouth open, runs towards us. We spin into the darkness, and we hear an alarm going off as Jen starts to wake to begin her morning.
So, Jen's office is also her bedroom and her entire home. It's a box, a little toilet off to the side, and that's basically it. She wakes up, peels her face off the sofa, cigarette butts just fall on the floor. She looks around and immediately decides to get to work. She's already dressed. That's the advantage of falling asleep in your clothes. So she sits at the desk at the middle of the room, starts making some calls. She's on a case. She's currently been tasked with finding a union boss. She hasn't asked why from her client, who, let's just say, is involved in... Okay, he's a mafia guy. I'm just going to say he's a mafia guy. He's looking for a union boss. She knows this and doesn't want to know anymore. Eventually, she gets a lead. She heads out.
Or you head out, the phone rings.
Oh, for fuck's sake. All right, fine. Hello?
Jen, how's that case going?
Which case?
The one with the singer.
It's... I got some stuff. Okay, I've got some stuff and I'm working leads, all right? You only just gave this case to me and I already had another case on the go. I'm already doing you a favor here.
Your other case can wait.
Well, the other case has paid me in advance, so what could you do?
Jen, you know what I can do for you. I've asked our friend, Miss Tuesday, to have a look at this as well. Her and her friends will probably be going to the washboard tonight. Might want to meet them there.
Why have you got a librarian involved in this?
This is important, Jen. I wouldn't ask otherwise. I'll sort your fee from your other client, and I'll deal with any fallout that comes with it.
Oh, you better, because just going to say, like, these people are not to be trifled with.
And neither am I, Jen.
I wonder how long it's going to take for somebody to hire me to look into you.
If they do, take it. I'll tell you everything.
You don't need to. You know how good I am. Right, I'm going to go and do your goddamn case then. Don't do that thing that you do. Don't, like, ask for updates every hour or whatever, okay? You need to leave me alone to do my job.
Just check your messages.
Okay, Jen, but...
What time is it, Jen?
Sorry?
What time is it?
It's about 5 minutes past 10 in the morning. So she's going to look at her messages. Wait, is it answer phone messages or like text messages?
Text messages.
Okay. She opens a text message after and looks through. What's she see?
Short description of the people you're meant to meet. And a note saying that Miss Tuesday might not be available.
She's hired specials. I fucking hate specials. All right, but I guess I got to call. I've got to call Ralphio. Ralphio's like the mafia guy that hired her.
Mm-hmm. Maguire, tell me you've got something for me.
I know he likes the dogs. You could probably find him at the track, but after that, I'm off. I'm off this. I can't do it.
That's not what we agreed upon.
Well, things change, all right? Your line of work is known for change. Adapt.
You know you won't get the rest of your money then.
I think I'll survive. It's not like you were paying me that great anyway.
Maguire, I remember who you're talking to. I don't need the lip.
Well, that's what you pay me poorly for.
We don't find him with the dogs today. Maybe someone will come visit you tomorrow morning at that lovely little office of yours.
No, I do like a visitor.
I'm sure you'll love this one.
All right, Ralphio. Thanks. Lovely to talk to you as always. Bye. Fine.
So where's Jen heading first?
Well, I think the first thing she's probably going to do is go snoop on an address she got for a certain healthcare professional, a therapist.
Okay. I need to find this because I forgot. The names.
The people watching have no idea what I'm talking about. All will be revealed. Stick with us.
We hope. Maybe it won't be, and you'll just be thinking, huh, what the fuck?
Jen's that good. Jen is that good as a detective. She will reveal things.
The rain hasn't started yet, but you can tell that it's going to. The crowds are heavy. It's been like this for quite a few weeks. Like, just not always raining, but seemingly always about to. Takes you. How do you get there, actually?
Jen's a walker. She likes to walk the streets. Get a sense of things. And also, she doesn't have a car because she can't drive anymore because they took a license off her. But, you know, it's also the other thing. She tells herself.
You walk there. You're from downtown. You're walking to a little bit more of an upmarket part of the city. Takes you a good hour or so. The rain starts and stutters all the way there. The building is the one you were at, the one you saw the day before. As you arrive, you see Martha just coming out. Take it she doesn't notice you.
Yeah, Jen isn't really into, she wants to get more information before she starts actually talking to Martha. So she just wants to scope out the therapist a bit. See if he's connected to anyone. That's kind of where she is at this point in her investigation. So I think, I don't know if I can retroactively put this in, but I kind of thought about it when you were just talking. I think that she has booked an appointment with the therapist as a patient under a different name, under the name of Lila. So she's going to go in and like speak to the receptionist and get into the next session.
It's coming up for 12 o'clock. Just about time for your session. The therapist's name is Kenneth Green. No relation. The receptionist looks up. Sorry, your name is Lila?
Yeah, hi.
Apologies. I'm really sorry. but Dr. Green has said that he can't take any more clients at the moment. I made that. I'm new and I made the booking. It was an accident. I'm sorry. I tried to call you, but I couldn't get through.
That's okay. Is his office over there?
Yeah.
Cool,
But
thanks.
he's really busy just now.
That's okay. It's all right. Don't worry about it. And she walks over to the office and tries to open the door.
You hear her squealing, but you're not squealing, but come back. You can't do that.
She turns around and says, like with a smart, like this, like, it's fine.
She's very out of sorts, but she can't stop you from going in. Inside, man, the glasses looked very stereotypically like a therapist. I mean, very stereotypical. Glasses perched on the end of his nose, looking at his notepad.
Just got to say, Dr. Green, shouldn't make appointments you can't keep. I'm your 12 o'clock.
Lila, was it?
Yeah.
Well, please have a seat, Lila, and I will explain why it's not possible at the moment.
Okay, I will take a seat. She sits down.
His legs cross, his arms go up. Lila, I'm sure you understand when people need help, they need attention. They need someone to cater to their needs. I'm working with a group called Mending the Broken. And since joining them, I have made certain promises as to which clients I would take on. Now, there is, of course, a approval process that my new receptionist unfortunately did not know of. I cannot offer you the care that I would like to.
That's okay. That's fine. I only have one need.
Which need would that be, Lila?
Tell me about Martha.
You see his face just drop. I can't talk about other clients. Are you with the press?
Let's just say that I need information and you have it.
Yes, well, I'm not in the habit of discussing my clients' issues with anyone else.
So she has issues.
All of us have issues. Now, if you wouldn't mind, I would kindly ask you to leave.
I think she's got to do some mythos stuff. I think she's got to break out the mythos.
Ooh.
I would like to give a rousing, passionate speech extolling the virtues of him breaking patient-doctor confidentiality to me.
Okay. What tags would you like to use?
Inspiring persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the insight wisdom of heroes is going to apply here because what she's doing is not heroic.
No.
I think that's basically it. That's the only thing I can use really that makes sense. So
wait, hold on. I would say probably former cop would go as well.
Oh yeah, interrogation stuff. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Strong body and mind.
Yeah, I guess I thought that always in the context of fighting, but yeah, you've got a point. Okay. Oh, 3 times. That's cool.
But you could take the weakness tag self-doubt and a -2 from something you don't know about as yet.
Okay, cool. I'll start with 2. Oh, it won't let me do minus on the power thing.
No. Wait. Now roll.
Oh, I have to type it in. That's why. Okay. This is
this is a convince.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, I clicked it twice.
That's all right. We'll take the first one, which was definitely better than the second. So you choose a relevant status with tier equals power, and your target can choose to either take the status or give in a little but protect their own agenda. So you would get a 1 there for the power, because a minimum of 1. What status would you like to give him?
Eager to please me, I guess.
Okay.
Because I basically just said, like, I know you have protocols, Doctor, but sometimes you must break the rules to do what is right. And you are a righteous man. You are a man who wants to do the right thing. And I'm a woman who wants to do the right thing. Let's go work together to do the right thing. And you tell me everything you know about Martha.
Lila, I made a promise to each and every one of my clients. I do, however, think that I would be able to help you. He brings out a card, and it's this very thick, embossed paper that just says "Mending the Broken" on the back, on the front, sorry, and on the back, his name and an email address. I can't speak to you just now, but if you send an email, mention my name, I will arrange a proper appointment with you for as soon as possible.
She throws the card to one side and stands up. All right, Doc, I'll try this the nice way. You have a nice office here. You don't know me, you don't know what I can do. And this is going to sound strange, but it's not just me in this body. It's you giving up Martha's info or your office.
I don't take kindly to threats, whatever your name may be.
Well, that's not going to change the status of the threat.
I think it's time for you to leave.
Martha begins to start, like, turns around to, like, some decoration in the corner, maybe a vase, maybe a glass thing, something that therapists have in their office, and draws back.
Mm-hmm.
But then something stops her. Just those around, just goes, oh, for fuck's sake, and walks out.
Mark attention on your the damaged exemplar theme, please. So a little thing up the top, you mark attention. And you threw the card away, yeah? You didn't take it with you?
Yeah, I threw it away. So I could find him if I needed to again. I don't need his card. That was offending my amazing investigation skills. Him handing me a card.
Outside, the rain has started to pour. You weren't in there very long, probably about 20 minutes. You can tell the difference between where you live and here. Where you, outside of your home, there's potholes that you go swimming in. Here, the road is smooth and clean. There's trees lining the pavement.
At that point, I think at this point, Jen would probably go and find a bar and work out her next steps. And also,
is it a bar you know?
Well, this isn't the kind of, well, she knows the town pretty well, but this isn't the kind of place that usually her clients require her to go to, so she probably wouldn't know it, I don't think.
There's a cocktail bar just down on the corner.
That'll do. Any hole. Oh, that's usually a pretty crappy phrase. Any hole's a goal, isn't it? That's a disgusting phrase, but for some reason, I was trying to go for any watering hole. Apologies. I'm not usually that crass. Okay. Any watering hole. So she goes into the bar and sits at the bar and orders a whiskey and brings out her notepad and just starts going through her notes about Martha.
Comes over, little napkin, puts the glass in front of you. Little jug of water beside it.
No, I don't need the water, thanks.
Doesn't say anything, just takes it away.
She goes through her notes for a bit. and then decides, I've actually got notes too. This isn't a role-playing thing. I need the notes.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. She's looking for her notes and it's just like, skinhead. Not found anything about him yet. Hangs around the waterboard car. So I've got to go there and ask some questions. Hey, barkeep. Can I have 2 more whiskeys, please?
Sure. You want to say it to your bill?
Yeah, thanks.
150.
150 what?
$150.
For 3 whiskeys?
Very good whiskies.
Yeah, I mean, that's not going to happen, friend. I have like $60 on me.
Then you can take the 1 whiskey and give me 50.
This fucking part of town, my God. She just gets up and leaves without paying anything.
He shouts after you, but doesn't come after.
What's this town coming to? Can't even get blasted at midday anymore. Christ. She heads over to the waterboard on foot.
To the washboard.
Washboard. I don't know why I said waterboard.
It's early. You can hear from inside the bands doing the tuning up, doing the sound tests. No one about outside.
Is there a way in? Is there a door open or anything? She's just walking around trying to find a way in, basically.
You'd be able to. There's doors open. There's people coming in. There's staff coming in and out, and tidying, cleaning.
All right, cool. She goes in. It's not open or operating, is it? It's just
no.
Okay. She walks in and takes a look around, just looks around and tries to get a feel for who's there. So who's in the building?
You see a couple of waiting staff, cleaning up the tables, getting the bar ready. You see a man you've seen a few times, Jefferson. He's the owner. He's talking to Martha at the moment. She looks fairly upset.
I think Jen's going to go to one of the waiter staff and stuff.
Hi, how can I help you? We're not open yet.
Oh, that's okay. Hi, I'm looking for Skinhead. He told me that he told me to meet him here at some point today.
Who?
But Skinhead.
I don't know anyone called Skinhead. Sorry.
Oh, he says he knows you.
You feel a hand on your shoulder, very large hand. Miss, we're not open yet.
Oh, that's okay. I'm supposed to be here.
No, you're not.
Well, I'm here, so that means I'm supposed to be here. She turns around. Who am I facing? This guy
is massive. You know that he's one of the bouncers here. You've seen him a couple of times. It's time for you to leave, miss. You can come back at opening time if you have a ticket.
Cool. What time does it open?
We'll be open at 8 p.m. tonight.
8 p.m. Awesome. And where can I get a ticket?
At the front door, at the back of the line, tonight.
She gets a notepad out. 8 p.m. Front door. Back of. Sorry, you said back of the line. Is that right?
Back of the line. Yeah.
Back of the line. Cool. Thank you. And she begins to walk out. I'm guessing the bouncer's behind me, right? Following me all the way out. I guess when they get outside, she turns over to the bouncer and says, I'm in the market for something. I wonder if you could help me out.
What?
I'm looking to buy information about a gentleman called Skinhead.
I don't know anyone called Skinhead.
She pulls out
stupid name.
She pulls out a crumpled 20 and just flashes it. Right. How about now?
Takes it. Still don't know anyone called Skinhead. But if you're talking about that fucker that's been killing people, he knows he better know not to come around here. I'll snap his fucking neck if I see him again.
Do you know where he goes when he's not trying to get here?
I only ever saw him the once.
What did he look like?
When Fox died. Fairly skinny fucker wearing a hoodie. You could see his head was shaved, tattoos all over the fucking shop.
Anything distinctive about the tattoos?
No, didn't look very expensive.
So probably. What's the name of like one of the blue collar working class districts?
The industrial district.
Okay. Maybe
Very
he was getting
imaginative.
those. Sorry?
Very imaginative.
Oh. Do you know much about the industrial district? Do you know of any tattoo places around there that may have serviced him?
Sure there will be some, but I don't fucking know. Now it's time for you to fuck off. We've got a bit of work to do.
All right, enjoy your work. I'm going to go and fuck off now. Thank you.
He nods. Thanks for the money.
Enjoy it. You're not going to earn much in your life. You're clearly not a career type of guy, are you? So she heads over to the industrial district and starts...
That would likely take you a bit too long in order to get there, start looking about. You know that you need to be back here about 10 o'clock at night.
Okay, so what time is it now?
I think... Well, it's only going to be about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock.
Wow, she reaches into her pocket for something. And then just goes like, oh, fuck, I got to call him. Shit. All right, fine, I got time. It takes out her phone. She wants to call Alvin, the pill guy.
Jen, what up?
Hi, Alvin. I need to pick up. Where are you?
I'm at home.
Oh, that's rare. Usually you're out somewhere doing something you shouldn't. I'll pop over.
I just got a delivery, so...
All right, I'll be around there as soon as I can. See you in a sec. She heads over to Alvin's place. I haven't thought much more about where he is.
He's also downtown, same as you, not far from your office.
Okay, cool.
So do you get fucked up, or you just buy the drugs?
Basically, she goes in, gets the drugs, and goes sit at a bar and looks up tattoo places in the industrial district while she gets more and more a bit hammered. Takes her a fair bit to get hammered, not only because of her mythos, but also because she's quite experienced. So she's probably about 10 o'clock. She's pretty buzzed. Other people would be struggling, but she's kind of okay. She is very much like fucked, though. She's just like, but she's kind of with it. She can still kind of operate.
Your phone buzzes, a text message. Aren't you meant to be somewhere? Love, D.
Fine. Let's go back to the fucking waterboard.
And we return to the rest of the crew as they step out into the rain after speaking with Martha, arranging to set a trap, making sure that some form of wheelchair accessibility will be installed at some point in the future. Jen, you see 4 people matching the description that was in the text message you got earlier come out with that massive bouncer behind them that spoke to you before. No sign of Vivian, though.
I take it that... Wait, Vivian?
Miss Tuesday.
Oh, right, yeah. Sorry, I only know it was Miss Tuesday. Okay. So, Davina wanted Jen to work with these people, right? That was the thing.
Yes, they exchange information. They don't look like private detectives. They don't look like investigators to you.
Is Davina a rift? Oh, I
is.
don't know. Oh, she is. Okay.
No, she is. Why don't the rest of you describe yourselves to Jen as she sees you? Vanessa, you can go first, please.
Vanessa is a rather large woman in a wheelchair. She's fat, she's gorgeous, she's working it. She's got a jowly face with a mouth size to match, a strong chin, small nose. Can't really see much of her neck, but you can definitely see how high her cheekbones are. You have big hoop earrings, red lipstick, platinum blonde hair worn up in a wavy style that reminds you of nothing more than slow flames, and a cool tone to her skin. Her eyebrows are plucked to a high arch, and the space underneath is filled with blue eyeshadow. Beneath that, her eyelashes have been mascaraed to death, especially at the outer corners of her eyelid, giving her a strong cat eye look. And she's wearing a long, tight, strapless black silk dress, the kind that would show every sinewy movement of a skinnier and able-bodied person, but looks quite amazing on Vanessa. And then around her neck, she's wearing a necklace that is a silver chain and a pendant that appears to be a nautilus shell that is jeweled up the way that jewelry only ever gets jeweled up in noir films. If you have an eye for like quality of clothing and such things, like for socioeconomic status, you can tell that this dress and this jewelry and everything was very carefully thrifted. It's poor people clothing, but it looks fancy, except for the necklace.
Okay.
Behind.
Sorry, there you go.
Standing like behind Vanessa's wheelchair, you would see like what would be described your basic average college student. She has blue tips at the end of her hair, and it's kind of put in like a messy bun. She's wearing what I would describe as like a very beachy summer blue dress, and some black heels, and then like around her neck there's like a little heart pendant necklace.
Very cool.
And
oh no, there we go. Sorry, no, Dr. Elwood, Dr. Green, please.
Elwood would be walking out, and Elwood is tall. He's over 7 foot, and he makes the bodyguard that came out look short. But what you say is almost a classical green man if you are a rift, which I believe you are. So you would his beard is all leafies and just stuff there. His hair's branches and leaves and vines. His body is kind of like that of a tree and wound with other vines and plants kind of coming out of it. But he's dressed nicely in a Hawaiian shirt and actual slacks, but still wears his sandals. But now that he's come out of the bar, he's like looking up at the sky, trying to wash the smoke and cigarette filth off of him, because it's just, But he's walking behind those two.
And bringing up the rear is Orville Rickenbacker, currently wearing a dark green bomber's jacket and like a pale blue cargo pants, as well as a ratted out pair of tennis sneakers. He's in his mid-30s. Hair is receding into an extreme widow's peak, almost to the point where it kind of looks like someone has templated the laser sword from like Halo onto his head. That's how his hair's currently balding. And in all honesty, you could probably smell him first. He smells of discarded yogurt, mustard, and mayo.
Cool. Just so you know, Jen's wearing like a black trench coat with like black skinny jeans and low top Converse. All of them have been ripped and repaired many times, and she hasn't showered in a while. And she slept in these clothes. And also, she kind of smells of booze because that's been her day. So that's Jen. She's fine. She's doing fine. So Jen approaches the group and says, "Hey, you're looking into something. We're going to help each other."
And who might you be, little one?
Little one?
Well, you said you...
Massive.
I'm Jen McGuire, private detective. Been looking into this case. Been told that you can help me. And maybe I can help you.
Should we...
Looking into this case for fun? Or
because I'm being paid. I'm a private detective and we live in capitalism. I'm doing this for the money.
He has a point.
Well, at least he's honest.
Or she has a point.
She has.
So did you get hired by the same person we got hired by, or did
It's probably
someone
best we
else?
stick to the case itself and not get into the History Channel on all of this stuff.
That works.
Then how do we know we can trust you?
Well, look at me. I'm pretty great. As are you, tree guy.
Yeah. Well, thank you. But
Does she, in fact, look great?
She has
just-
a look, Orville, that would speak to you.
And she's... Are you swaying with the alcohol smell associated?
All right, look, I tell you what. I know that I probably got more information from you, so I'll let something slip.
I'm trying to think of our friend's name who isn't here right now.
Vivian Tuesday.
Yeah. If he would drop that name, we might get some trust.
You're the librarian.
Yeah. Do you know Miss Tuesday?
I know her a bit, but that isn't information I was gonna. I think that what I would. I think.
Well, at least if we can have her vouch for you, we should maybe. Oh, he tries to call her.
Vanessa definitely squints when Ms. Tuesday's name comes up.
I feel like you guys are all being very hostile towards her, and she has has only ever made a attempt to offer help, and I don't understand why. Like, what we're doing here is not top secret information.
Yes, but I'm more careful that maybe her motives are more nefarious.
Who cares? If she helps, she helps.
We don't have time for this. All right, we don't have time for this.
Well, what information might you have that would be beneficial to us? You say you've been researching?
Well, I'm glad you're given the opportunity to share, tree guy. Where do you think Martha goes during her days when she's not here?
To bed, I would assume. Practices singing, does her rehearsals.
No, she does a different kind of
Indulging for
singing. Sorry, my phone is loud. Let me turn it off and throw it away. She does a different kind of singing, tree guy. She goes sing to a therapist every day. Did you know that?
Not
seems
yet,
something.
but
We do.
seeking her state of mind from the conversation, I can see why she had that breakdown years ago. I mean,
Yeah,
it
the other
makes
day.
sense.
I went to his office today to try and get some info, but the guy, I guess you could describe him as ethical. He didn't really respond to the unethical, so...
Did he use smell of alcohol like you do now and sway slightly when talking?
Well, he's a healthcare professional. He's supposed to care for everyone. Whatever state they're in.
Yes, but even I mean, as a doctor, I know that you're supposed to follow certain HIPAA laws and everything else. I mean, I'm not per se a medical doctor, but still, I work with the pharmaceuticals.
Jen pulls out a cigarette and lights it. He's like, Oh, I'm sorry. Are you flammable?
Do you have one to
Not
share?
drastically.
Do you have one to
Is it-
share with the lovely lady?
Sure thing. What's your name?
Vanessa Milstead, and totally does the femme like put out a hand to be kissed. Vanessa Milstead.
Jen's finding it very hard to not like Vanessa. She usually tries to hate everyone she meets, but for some reason, she's finding it really hard to hate Vanessa. So she grabs her hand, like, charmed.
Charmed as well. You've
Sure.
offered us some help already.
Yeah, I'm trying to help and also trying to close this case for myself. I've been pretty open. I'm in this for the money. I'm offering you my expertise.
Well,
I'm a pretty well-regarded private detective. And whilst certain flower pants here seem to be judging my lifestyle, I think I've proven I get results. She drops a cigarette and then picks up again. Ignore that.
He's a professor, dear. They're always judgmental.
well, I'm more cautious that she might do our friend harm, that we're here to help. Because, I mean, how do we know he wasn't hired by the skinhead described guy?
I've been trying to
we
find.
don't.
I've been trying to find that guy. So
I think if she was hired by the skinhead guy, she wouldn't just walk up to us and engage in conversation.
but I've been
That's-
trying to get. Sorry.
Well, how do you know that? I mean, if she knows that we know that she knows, they would,
What's that saying? A servant of the enemy would look fairer and feel fouler.
I think Jen's got to pull out the mythos again. And can players use things on other players? It's not going to harm Dr. Elwood Green, but it might smooth things over.
I'm willing to try, and I have no problem with it being used.
So, what would you like to do?
I think she's got to tap into the mythos, which she doesn't like doing at all. But I think she's going to try and persuade Dr. Green that she's on the level. So I'm guessing.
Okay.
Oh, what is I forgot. Is there a read a person ability on this game? I apologize. I should have done that a little earlier. That may have.
I would
helped.
say that would be investigate. It would come under just how you.
Okay, yeah, I keep forgetting to do stuff like that. So I would also scrutinize in reverse before that if you give me an opportunity, so you don't
Sure
have to
thing.
do it.
Go for it.
He hasn't. Oh no, he doesn't have that one yet. He's used to teaching, so he's used to judging people and students. So he'd like to use that power.
Yeah.
So. Dang it! I got others created and ready to go.
An eye for details.
Yeah, that's eye for details.
Oh, you don't have that.
Have it.
Yeah.
It's not quite ready yet. That was going to be one of the first ones. But he hates bureaucracy, and this seems like it's a lot of. Nah, this wouldn't really work for that. So I'm just going to roll with that.
Okay.
Yeah, he seems suspicious. Some stranger, half drunk, just walking up to him. I'm not going to trust him outright. So yeah.
Guess I'm going to have to persuade Dr. Green. And Jen's thinking, I'm going to have to work with these people. But I'm also going to have to persuade him. So I guess I'm going to have to.
Can I assist in any way on this, Mark?
If you want
Well, he's already made his rules. What I'm going to say there is that I was going to use some of his tags to offset Jen's rule. So
Okay.
like, I think says that as a minus, but the in this case they won't. So Jen can roll for it. What would you have done to assist? What would you like to do?
I would like to start pushing out my aura of apathy of just wanting to get out of this situation. To like mute the emotions of the people around me of distrust.
Okay, then you give me a roll for that. We'll do that before.
Sure.
Jen goes.
I'm going to use Get in Line Buddy How about we table that? Uh,
A great
and-
negotiator.
And can I also use a great Master Haggler, I guess?
I'd say Master Haggler, no, not for this one.
No to the rest of them?
No to Master Haggler, yes to the rest of them.
Okay. Sure.
That'll
Let's
be change the game.
change the game. Sure
Mhm.
thing. And that didn't roll. Why didn't that roll? Sorry.
There we go. So you're wanting to, you've got 2 power. So you rolled an 8, which is a mild success. You get 2 power.
Okay.
You can spend your juice. Sorry, you get 2 juice. You can spend your juice 1 for 1 to create a story tag, burn a power tag, or give or reduce a status. Now it says rather than going into the mechanics of that, just tell me what it is you want to achieve here, and you.
I just want the people here to have open communication without the veil of I don't know you. So this way, like that can just get pushed to the side and be like, okay, can we work together? That's the only question that I want answered.
As your aura starts to flow out towards everyone else, you will all start to feel this kind of reduction in your emotions. You know, you're not that you don't care, it's just less. And as that happens, it starts to rain rather heavily.
Doctor, but we should at least give you a chance, I guess. Let's see what you have for information.
How magnanimous of you, Doctor. Oh, does she know he's a doctor yet? I don't think so.
Yes, you had the description. You know, you've had a short
I've got
description of
information
all
on
of
all of them. Cool.
them. Yeah.
How magnanimous of you, Doctor. Right. So here's what I know.
You seem to know
Cafe
quite a bit of
flickering.
us.
You see the light of a cafe flickering over in the corner, so you don't need to stand out in the rain.
Should we head over to that cafe? I can tell you everything I know.
Dr. Green really doesn't mind standing in the rain, but sure, the rest of you seem to be wet.
I'm fine standing in the rain as well, but if you all want to get out of it, it's fine.
Are you buying?
Orville doesn't care, I don't think.
I haven't showered in 3 days. This isn't actually that bad.
All right, it's on me. Let's go. Come on.
Then let's go. Vanessa
Jensen,
starts wheeling immediately. Just starts wheeling before everyone else moves to the cafe.
You all head to the cafe. And
As we head towards our mark, I'm going to summon a large leaf to use as an umbrella to hold over Vanessa so she doesn't get drenched.
Oh, you caught up.
I
do
take
that.
big steps.
And as you do, you see someone coming towards you with an umbrella in hand. And we're going to go to a short break so that person can join us. We'll be back in 2 minutes. The rain is now falling on a group of misfits as they see their friend, who's now taking a big slug. On you go. I'm about to get you to talk. Thank you very much. Walking towards them. Miss Tuesday, can you describe yourself, please?
Yes, I am a tall, white, silver-haired woman with thick horn-rimmed glasses, a very neat hairdo, like updo, with like little braids running through from the front to the back, with, I would say, very light blue, silverish eyes, like turquoise, silverish eyes. Very, very finely dressed, kind of wearing like a leather jacket and a blouse and kind of like suit slacks and high heels, and very posturous also in my physique, if that makes sense.
You're standing in front of the cafe. You see them. You've been watching them for a moment. You saw them kind of bicker for a second.
Are they sitting
until they all
inside?
calm down. No, they're just walking towards you now. as you stand
Oh.
outside with your umbrella.
Yeah.
With the air of
I
mystery.
I kind of lift my hand up and look, like cover up my glasses and kind of squint at them and then let out a little like giggle like, oh, hi there. What a coincidence to run into you here.
Viv, we missed you at the library today.
Oh, Vanessa, you have no idea. I've been in conferences for the last days and it's been a complete nightmare. You know how it is.
Conferences, you say?
Yes, very, very uninteresting stuff. I was asked on my expertise about medieval European literature and had to help out somewhere. A friend of mine. Yeah. Oh, Dr. Green, you're here as well. It's good to see you.
Yes, and I still do not have that book.
We all know good things sometimes need time, right? Library is still waiting for that research paper you promised us a couple of years ago.
Yes, I know. My research is going nowhere. Thanks for reminding me. Always helpful as always.
I'm sure I could help you with that, Doctor, if you ever submitted to my abilities.
You know, this is a great conversation for not right now, considering the fact that we're currently on a job.
Yeah, I know. And we're wandering and talking.
Oh, you're I didn't know you guys had some new.
Well, it's somebody who came looking for you by chance.
Hey, Tuesday, you out looking for late fees or something?
Jenny, you look quite mediocre. I see you've kind of stumbled into our little circle here.
I go where the money is. But this is all fun, but I'm getting drenched and my buzz is wearing off. Should we go to the cafe and start exchanging information?
Speaking of money, you were going to buy us dinner, I believe?
Cafe's
All right,
kind of
fine.
greasy spoon, more a bacon butty sort of thing.
All right, fine. I got $40 on me. I'll see what I can do. Come on, let's go.
I mean, I know this very cozy little place around the corner we could go to. If you mind if I tag along, I always love a good mystery.
Well, it was job meant for you. They came to the library looking for you here.
But you were there to take it, so I don't want to intrude in any kind of way. I can understand if,
No,
you
just
just
come with us.
Did this.
Yeah. Well, come on, keep coming. And I'm just.
Yeah. Viv is our friend.
Oh, okay, yes, sure. Then let me quickly just cancel my dinner date, and I will be with you in a second.
Dinner date, you say?
It's nothing,
She had a date with a book. Come on, we got to go.
We can dish while we walk and start throwing off.
This is me now. Sorry, Jen's kind of a dick, and
Yeah.
But then with her being a dick, it feels like I'm cutting into people's role playing. I don't know how to navigate that. So help me out, people. If Jen cuts in being a dick and it's getting in the middle of your flow, just tell me to stop and I'll back out. Is that cool?
Our safe word will be pineapple.
Awesome.
Mango.
Pineapple it is.
Perfect. Mango or pineapple? I'm confused right now.
Pingo. I don't care. As the argument is going on, Jen, once again, your phone vibrates with a message. Found out about our shaven-headed friend. Check out Harrington Welding and Fabrication tomorrow morning. We open at 9. Say hello to Vivian for me. Love Dee.
What was the name of the place to check out?
Harrington Welding and Fabrication.
Harrington Welding. Jen just quickly types out a response. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's in my head now. It's gone. Okay. She just says, "You seem to know a lot more about this than you're letting on. You want to hire me to do a job. maybe you should tell me everything. At the start, just saying. Also, why have you put me with a bunch of specials? I fucking hate specials.
You get a laughing emoji back. That's only because you're so special yourself, dear. Now,
Don't I fucking know it? All right, fine.
the place Vivian takes you to, what's it like, Vivian?
It's a cozy little cafe. It has a little like glass shelf with a couple of pastries in it. They all look very fresh. It's one of those kind of let's say very cozy, hip coffee breweries, as they would be called, with like a guy behind the counter with a tag that says Brewmaster. Yeah. It's called the Broy House.
As everyone's entering underneath I would love to get under. I would love to stop Orville underneath the awning to have just a one-on-one real quick. So I'll just grab Orville and I'll say, "I've told you not to do that to me. Please stop."
Look. What? Wait, what?
That little trick to end the argument I wasn't even having. Don't do that to me again. I need my edge to survive where I live.
Just trying to move the conversation along.
So do it to Dr. Green. Don't do it to me.
To be fair, it was indiscriminate.
And Vanessa's just going to stare at him for a little bit and then pointedly turn and walk in and roll in to the brewery.
Orville takes another drag off the cigarette butt that he picked up off the ground, puts it out, and is like, "I can't smoke in here." So he just throws it in his mouth and starts chewing it and walks in.
Mark, very quick question. Would Jen know that Orville did that stuff, or would she have not noticed?
No, she would have only.
Okay.
You might have noticed something happen. You definitely wouldn't have known it was him.
Okay,
Vanessa
cool.
only noticed because she knows Orville.
Gotcha. Okay, thanks.
Dr. Green orders a cup of water.
Would you like the artisanal water?
No bubbles. It gives me gas.
Is it made in-house?
No, we fly it in from one of the mountains just outside the city. We have a drone that brings it to us.
Jen just lets out a real sigh and a big eye roll.
Can I get
a
a
little
cup
bit
of
of
coffee?
culture would not really hurt you, Jenny. See the world.
My fist would hurt you, Tuesday. Let's just get on with this. Hey,
I've been doing kickboxing, okay? So let's see how.
I like her viz.
Ladies, come on. Let's order our drinks, go sit down, exchange the information, and then I can go home and go to bed.
Hey, cafe guy, you got any whiskey?
Of course.
All right,
What would you like?
6 whiskeys, and then go get them and leave us alone.
Can I get a cup of coffee too? And can you bring me the coffee grounds that you made the cup of coffee with?
Can I get some tea? I don't drink. So.
He's got the pencil out, and the coffee grounds and tea. What kind of tea and what kind of coffee? What beans would you like? How would you like them ground?
If
He
you
rattles
have
off a bunch of stuff.
chamomile tea, I'll take that.
The thickest, coarsest ground that you can get.
And then Vanessa pops in with that poor people thing where she's watched everybody else order and knows how much that cost and fills up the rest of the $40 that has been offered, ordering pastries and like food.
I'll see what we've still got. Not got much food left, but I'm sure I can sort you out. He heads off.
Thanks.
Your order.
Much
Leaves
appreciated.
you in peace.
Okay. I'll share what I know. but I want it to be a fair exchange. Don't leave me hanging, people. So, we got Martha Ellis. Got a bit of reputation for being a bit, let's just say, off-center. She seems to be at the center of this whole thing. I've been told in my investigations that she was actually present at one of the locations of one of the murders. She's present at Tiffany Bancroft's apartment. I don't know if she's been present at any of the other places.
No, you know she was present at all of them. Well, you know she was present.
Oh, okay.
At the first and the third murder, but it wasn't known that she was at the apartment of Tiffany Bancroft the night.
Okay, we'll rewind a minute. I know that she was there at the location of all of the murders. I also have been looking into Skinhead. Got a lead there on his tattoos, cheaply made. Sounds like a place in the industrial district. I actually today spent a good amount of time making a list of the tattoo places around there that we could check out. And that's basically where I'm at. So come on.
Let me see that list.
I call it. Could Orville just start listing off all of the tattoo places in the industrial district?
Yes.
Just there's one second in Maine. That one's called the Needle and the Viper. Then there is Jackal Tattoos over on 36th and 4th.
Jackal is owned by somebody who never served Skinhead. They like hair too much.
And then there's the Busty Bronco, which is actually a bar, but they do tattoos in the back.
This is where Orville's male knowledge comes in handy.
Oh, does Orville have any tattoos?
What?
Does Orville have any tattoos?
Not a single tattoo.
Okay, so Ginger says, you know a lot about tattoo places for a guy with no tattoos.
I know the address of every single place in the city.
Well, that's normal. How did you do that?
Well, when you work at a post office for 10 years, you kind of start learning.
You have a job?
Yeah. I sort mail.
Oh, I just thought that you were, one of the street people.
No, I've been given change before while sitting on the sidewalk. But the great thing about working for the Postal Service is it's soul-sucking work, and it will destroy your personality. But you'll get a pension at the end of the day.
Well, it looks like they're doing a good job on you with that personality there.
To be fair, it was already like this when I joined. What did you say, Vanessa?
I'm one of the street people, not him.
Don't mind him, don't mind Jenny, Vanessa. She's just. This is who she is.
No, Viv, I like her. I like both of you for very similar reasons. Actually, have you noticed how similar you two are?
She wishes.
Jen just turns to Vanessa and just gives a little wink.
Vanessa will definitely wink back at you.
Mm-hmm.
I love this. I love this thing. Yeah.
So the night is going on.
So let's any other information we'll share. Well, we know that she was there. What did she tell us last time? I can't remember some of the finer details, but we had our interview with her, and here's the notes we'll review with with Jen.
Do you need anything to tell me?
I can't really think off the top of my head other than we got the name. She was there.
Yeah,
how
so
she
you know
felt.
that she was there with Darnell Fox. And she saw this skinhead. Darnell died. She said that she'd heard about Tiffany Bancroft, who'd been at the club and then died at her home, but she wasn't there. And the Adam Walsh, she was hired to sing at the funeral.
I got the names, but I know we had that before. I was trying to think of if there was anything she sang Orville, a special song was the other note I had.
Yeah, she seemed to have a particular interest in Orville.
Excuse me. Just very quickly, because I'm just hearing a lot of random names and people being tossed around at the moment. Could someone please fill me in on exactly what is happening and what I was being looked for?
Oh.
Well, someone came to the
Sa-
library.
Sammy Jefferson.
Yes.
Oh,
Not that long ago, looking for you to help with Martha. She.
give me a second. Martha, you mean the lounge singer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Such a lovely voice.
She thinks she's being stalked by this skinhead person. He's murdered 3 people that she has been associated with.
Why
They've
is
died, one of them seemingly by heart attack, but there's no toxicology report, strangely.
okay? Have you been to the or has she been to the police?
The police have had no interest in it. There were a couple of cops who tried to take on the case, but they were quickly shot down. Doesn't seem to be because of the fact that these people died basically of
Natural
cardiac
cause.
arrest. Yeah.
I have
There's
an in
other
with the
people
cops.
are-
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, here you go.
Oh, I thought you'd done, and I was going to do a Jenny bit, but if you haven't done,
You
I
go
can
to a
shut
Jenny bit. Go on.
up. Okay. I've gone in with the cops. Sounds like someone's putting. It sounds like someone's putting pressure on them to not investigate. I can make some inquiries. Does anyone know the name of the officers that were trying to get this sorted out? Maybe,
Well, most likely the officers were sleepers, so they wouldn't suspect certain things.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to.
Tuesday?
I
So there you
mean,
go.
I do have I do know 2 police officers. One of them, his wife, lovely woman. She and her girlfriend, who or her friend, who is the girlfriend of the other officer. They come to one of my book clubs at least once a month. What were their names again?
Bass and Quinn.
Exactly. Officers Das and Quinn. I think I could maybe.
Oh, Officer Das.
Yes, he's been off the
Poor
market now.
unfortunate soul.
She. Officer Bass is a she.
Oh, my mistake.
it's okay.
I sometimes get a bit confused.
Read your
what would you
notes,
say
man.
What would you say their profiles are? Do we have any hero cops there? I think they'd be
My
more willing
notes
to
are
speak.
open.
Read them.
But I could try reaching out. Maybe we could reach out to them and see why the investigation was dropped. I mean, I do find it kind of strange, or even.
I mean, like, here's the thing. The evidence against a skinhead man killing people is that he showed up and happened to be there when someone died. It's not like, unless you are specifically a rift.
Okay, are we talking about like a skin-headed man in the sense of he just has no hair? Or are we talking about someone who is associated with certain groups of people?
This was just the way that he was described to me. I'm assuming that he is walking around in jeans, a white t-shirt, red slacks, and a shaved head. That's what the image that came to my mind was. Just like the uniform, but whether or not he's actually a skinhead is up in debate.
Okay.
She described him as a bald, tattooed man that reminded her of. So it has just been a name we have used.
Okay.
I would like to see if I can't investigate just off the top of my head the tattoo parlors using poor unfortunate souls, eye for a bargain, and which no one wants to admit visiting, to see if I can narrow it down to which ones might be useful.
Yeah, you can get me a roll for that.
Oh yeah, you want me to use the roll 20, don't you?
Yeah, you can roll with your physical dice if you want. It's too much of a pain.
I already had them tagged.
Yeah, good.
Oh.
There we go. That's a good one.
Ooh, I have 3 clues.
If okay, so from Jen, she said out in the industrial zone. Orville listed quite a few out that way. The
Yeah,
one
Good.
Sorry, you were here. Jenny had also said they were made they were very cheap. And the one that would stand out to you is this one, the Busty, whatever it was the bar?
The Busty Bronco.
Yes, the Busty Bronco. That would seem to be, the one, without seeing the tattoos yourself, that's the one that would kind of...
Because of the cheap aspect of things.
Yeah.
Going down the line of possible affiliations, as Viv just mentioned, I think I'll spend a clue to see if I know of tattoo parlors that are particularly known for being aligned with either the not racist skinhead punk movement, the sharp movement, or the neo-Nazi skinhead movement, and differentiating between those three.
You know of plenty, but the Busty Bronco doesn't belong to any of them. It's a place where a lot of the workers of the industrial sector go to drink. They tend not to put up with people being assholes there.
Okay. So just in the middle of the conversation, Vanessa will suddenly pipe up with, best place to get cheap tattoos in the industrial district would be the Busty Bronco. Especially if you perform on stage, but he doesn't seem quite the type.
No, I got another lead. Where I did from my notes. Does anyone know anything about Harrington Welding and Dip Fabrication? I believe that's also in the industrial district.
163rd East Street.
I'll spend a clue to see what I can figure out about it.
Yeah, but it's not far away from Busty Bronco. You've not heard anything. It's not one of those places that's known for trouble. It's a business that is keeping itself above water. You probably know some of the people that work there. Vanessa would do, at least. All are fairly nice people. You don't by any means know all of them.
I've helped a number of the employees of Harrington before, though I imagine they wouldn't like me to tell you about what I've done for them.
Vivian, your phone vibrates.
I snap out of giving Jen the kind of like uncomfortable stare and quickly look down at my phone.
It's a text message from Davina. Be nice to Jen. I need this sorted quickly.
I reply, why her?
She's very good at what she does. As you well know. This is important, Vivian, please.
I write, exactly. Will do.
Bunny, your phone rings. Sorry, Brooke, your phone rings.
She will, excuse me, guys, I have a call. I'll be back. And she'll like take her phone and like walk closer towards the door away from the others.
Brooke, it's Scarlett.
Hey, Scarlett, how have you been?
I've been okay. We've got some. Look, I need to look into something. I have a little problem. Oliver has decided to go on a little wander. If you see him, could you keep an eye on him, please?
I will do my best. No promises.
Just, when you come back to your place, I'll make sure there's some carrots and vodka there.
Okay, I will do my best to look out for him.
I shouldn't be longer than a week.
Is everything okay?
I'll talk to you about it when I get back.
Okay.
Look after Oliver for me.
Okay. Be careful.
You too.
And she'll hang up the phone and walk back over to the others.
one thing I'd like to ask everyone, seeing as we're kind of going to be working together on this, I'm just going to go to the chase. We're all specials, right? We got something that makes us different from the sleepers. I think it's worth going
Yes.
through one by one what we can do. Then we can work out who's best applied where. What do you think?
Yeah, sure.
Not.
I am curious what you are interested. Yes, definitely.
Okay, who wants to go first?
I'll go first. I don't care. That's about it.
That's your special power.
Oh, I could also make you not care either.
So you're Captain Valium then, fair dues.
I prefer Xanax.
Of course you do. What about you, Tree Man? What can you do?
Poof! In his hand appears a flower.
Well, that's useful.
He reaches over, and if you allow it, he will touch you, and you'll feel a little more refreshed, more vitalized.
You mean
I
sober?
can do. Yes. Well, you tell me. He's
And it's like someone
revitalized.
giving you a compliment.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't feel very natural.
Okay, so you're weird.
I also can heal things
be
if
Jen that's
given.
weird.
I can heal things if I know kind of what's wrong.
Do me a favor and keep that particular power away from me. I don't want to know what's wrong with me.
Well, I mean, like if there was a gaping wound, I can see it. I couldn't diagnose you, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Vanessa, what can you do?
Oh, and by the way, I work at the
sorry.
city university, so come on, guys, we got to keep some of this. I don't want my boss finding out if it'd screw up my tenure.
Vanessa reaches into her cleavage, pulls out a business card, and hands it to you. It says, purveyor of potions to poor unfortunate souls, solution to your problems. We need to be heard, and I have the means for us to be heard. On it with Vanessa Milstead, and an address that is clearly a squat. Like you look at the address, you know immediately it's like squatting in an industrial park kind of situation. I can heal problems even if I don't know what they are for a price.
Okay.
Mix some herbs together and give people what they need. Sometimes I use the prices I get to help those who need it. Sometimes I use the consequences of the deals to help those who need it. That's all.
Okay, so you are a drug dealer. Great. We should talk later.
Not usually. I have, and we should talk later. But it's more subtle than that. Do you know Millicent? Millicent Sanderson.
I've heard the name.
Yes, do you remember how she got in that romance and that marriage out of nowhere with Sandy Benson?
Go on.
That's all I need to say.
You will be very useful. Brooke, we haven't heard much from you. What could you do?
Magic, water. Don't know really how to describe it, but I can control water, and I can kind of sense wherever it is without actually having to put forth the effort, I guess.
Can you turn water into wine?
No, sorry.
That would be so great. That would be really great. Tuesday, I know what you can do.
Yeah, I remember the last time you tried to pick a fight.
Merlin's fucking mirror. Jesus, who am I with? Well, what's fair is fair. I have the spirit of every hero that's ever existed. And also, she picks up, like, a pie, like there's a weighted tray of like crockery, and she picks up a handful and just crushes it and mangles it onto one with one hand and puts it on the table in a big twisted lump. That's me.
The spirit of every era has ever existed. So
And a bunch that haven't.
Your molecules have existed since the Big Bang. I don't understand how that's a power.
Do you really understand how any of our powers? I'm confused on mine too, but okay. So it's pretty full in that head, but you're such a cheerful person, I noticed.
Well, you try walking around with the spirit of every self-righteous asshole that's ever existed.
Ah, yes.
But yeah,
Okay.
That
okay.
makes sense.
Now we know what we could all do. That's great. So what next?
There's a few other things I'm sure each of you can do, but yeah, what should we do next? We should either go to that tattoo place or the workplace, you said.
They are near you,
Like the party.
as Orville has demonstrated.
But it's like midnight. I know we should be going to bed soon. I should have been in bed an hour ago.
Yeah, I kind of have like an exam in the morning.
And yeah. All right. So tomorrow, tonight, what are we doing?
I guess tomorrow we start hitting these places.
Yeah.
Good. I could use some sleep.
Maybe we could split into two groups. Save time. Meet up afterwards and compare notes. What do you think?
I don't want to go to either of them. Sound bad, but okay.
I mean, I think the what was that? The industries places might be something.
Harrington, welding, and
Let's
fabrication.
say earthy for my taste. So maybe.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll fit. I'm sure you'll fit right in with the tattoo parlor Tuesday.
Yeah, of course.
I'd
Listen.
love to hear all about your date, Biff.
Yeah. I'm not sure I'll be able to make it anymore. It is getting quite late, and I don't know. Usually, those kind of late calls do end up leading to other shenanigans, and I do not really have time for that at the moment.
Who are you going to meet up with? Do tell. Do tell.
I really can't.
Mhm.
It's.
So what time tomorrow shall we meet, ladies and gentlemen?
Well, I'll be at the library starting from 7:30. So
Well, I got classes in the morning.
If we're going to the industrial district, then perhaps my lair might be a good place to meet.
Yeah, I could leave around noonish and let Rhonda take care of the library for a few hours. I think she wouldn't have a problem with that.
The bar definitely would be an evening jaunt, probably.
Let's just all meet up after work. In fact, how about I just pick all of you guys up after work? We can all take the same car.
Since when do you have a car?
They don't keep good tabs on the postal truck
Oh, right.
keys.
Not on yours anyway.
I can just take the keys and just walk out. It's fine. Usually when people try to confront me about it, they just forget what they're doing.
I remember. We did have a fun ride in that one once, didn't we?
Yeah.
Is that why the mail gets lost all the time?
Oh, no, the mail gets lost all the time because of core infrastructure problems that have been exacerbated as of late. But that's a completely different story that we don't need to go into right now.
Yeah.
But I can pick you up all after work. I get off at 5. There is going to be some sort of way in order that I can pick all of you up as you're getting out of work.
The only thing about that is that the Harrington welding and fabrication will probably be closing around then. So unless you want to snoop around once it's closed, some of you might want to go there earlier.
Jen pipes up. I want to check out the Harrington place in the morning. I might go down there. Anyone want to come with?
As much as it pains me to say, I want to check it out too. And I think we should spend a bit of quality time together.
And no one will care if Orville leaves work early.
I don't think people really even understand that Orville still works at the postal office.
Oh, let me take a sick day, I guess. And he gets in his phone.
I will
Sure.
meet everyone
Jenny,
there.
dear, if you keep staring any longer, you could just as well take a picture, you know? It'll last much longer.
Look, is
Okay.
there like history between you two that I need to know about, or am I just going to be hearing passive aggressive comments this entire time?
She just doesn't play nice.
The passive aggressive thing. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, pretty much.
I-
She doesn't play nice. I don't like that.
I think
You
they
always
used to
have to
date from the sounds of things.
Say nice all the time either.
That's maybe a fantasy of yours, darling. But
Merlin, could you come closer to the microphone? Thank you.
Thank you. I walked away again. Oh, Viv, don't act like you play nice all the time either.
but I'm not the kind of person who would throw you in front of a bus just to achieve my goal.
And that's why we're friends.
An eyebrow gets raised.
I never threw anyone in front of a bus. I don't do that. I don't
Truck,
kill.
but not bus.
I don't kill.
It's the Isekai truck.
All right, so we've got our plan. Hit Harrington.
Yeah, we'll
in the
meet up.
morning, and then
Yeah.
hit Bronco. All right, Jenny downs her remaining 3 whiskeys, stands up. I'm going to go.
I'd like to jump in. Mark, can I have texted Miranda, like very reluctantly,
Yes.
saying, do you know Martha? Martha Ellis?
You get a reply almost immediately. Yes, I know her. Why are you asking?
Where are you performing?
I'm at the washboard tomorrow.
Where are you tonight?
Not performing tonight.
Open to a
Having a
visit?
night in with someone that you don't need to meet.
As long as it's not Rick.
Not speaking to that bastard again.
Yeah, me either.
If you want to come by, if you want to come by tomorrow night, I'll speak to you then. It's been a while.
It's going to be at the washboard inn.
How serendipitous.
I'm sorry, Mark, I didn't understand what you said.
How serendipitous.
How serendipitous. Indeed.
Have a good night, Auntie.
One day you'll believe that again. Have a good night, niece.
You see that she's offline now.
So Vanessa doesn't interrupt what Jen was saying about going elsewhere.
Yeah, Jen just basically stands up and says, I'm going home. And she walks out and leaves you all.
Vivian quickly follows her out the door and grabs her by the upper arm and turns her around to face her and looks very ticked off. Just says, Davina says I have to play nice, so I will try my best. Can you do the same?
Look, Tuesday, you might not want to take too much stock in what Davina has to say. Okay? Because Vina, I forgot what I was going to say. What are we talking about?
Look, she is most probably going to be my future boss, and I don't want to fuck it up with her.
Fine, do the career thing, whatever. Can I go now?
Yeah.
She turns,
sure.
but then she just sort of looks down and just turns around and says, I don't know why I'm like this. Well, I do, but you gotta know I don't want to be.
Come on. It's not like the world is just locked off to you. You have everything laid out in front of you. Look,
You know,
we don't
you-
have to like each other, but we have to work together, okay?
I
Just
can do
make
that.
sure you don't fuck up.
That's all I spend my time doing, all day, every day, making sure I never fuck up again.
Yeah.
She turns
Good.
and leaves. Jen has left the area.
Well,
Orville, can I get a ride?
I didn't drive here.
Ah, fuck.
You all came there together.
Yeah.
I need to head back to the library. I still have a couple of things I have to go through. It's been a couple of weird days, and I have to just check that everything was kept up to date. So I'll
Walk
be
with
taking
you, Vic.
yeah, sure.
So as we roll back to the library, Vanessa will pull out a stack of cards from the cleavage and just, do you need any of more of my business cards? Vic?
Oh, of course, of course. They've been pretty asked after as of late. I don't know. Seems that people
That's
are
good to
slowly.
hear.
You know, I know that we sometimes disagree on the esoterics and everything. I mean, I see myself more of as a woman of science, but at the same time with the abilities that we have, I just can't explain it. So, you know, anything that can help out those in our city who need help.
That's the important part. We agree on the
Exactly.
important part. And anything that can take down those powerful bastards to help. Have
Yeah.
you gotten any good leads on clients, or is it just passing out the cards?
No, mostly just passing out cards at the moment. I've been too preoccupied with this other matter at the moment. As you know, we're in an election year, and running a library also means sometimes you have to play the game a bit.
You're so much better at the game than I am.
Well, someone has to do it.
Elections produce people who want results, people who will make any sort of deal, no matter how ill advised.
I know. I'm trying to stay on the right side of things.
No, what I'm saying is there are voices that could be more useful in other throats. Send
That
them
is-
my way.
I'll have a talk. How are you doing
Forward.
otherwise?
Oh, here and there, being as glamorous as ever as I can amongst these ruined streets. It's a struggle sometimes, making sure that everyone can eat and not just keeping the food on my table. But Orville's been helping some. Brooke's been helping more.
I know
But
we
I
have to work with
Goes
this.
to an end.
We
As
have
you
to
make your
work
shot.
with this woman. But I just want you to know, everywhere she goes, she leaves scorched earth. Make sure that you're not in the middle of it when shit goes down.
Viv, scorched earth is where I live. I've been there ever since.
Yeah.
Him. I'll be fine. As long as our friendship is still there for me to
Of
rely on.
course. Always.
Orville, you saying something? Are you muted?
No, I'm
Okay.
sorry.
No, don't worry. Don't sorry. If no one else has anything to do,
Other than letting Brooke know that Dr. Green will give her a slide on the exam tomorrow if she wants to come along, or at least assist in making sure that whoever was giving it to her would know she was helping him on a special project.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Yeah, I don't want you to get in trouble. But damn, I just told him I was taking the day off. I can't do that. Fuck. That would look inappropriate.
I'm sure they'll let me retake it.
You're a good student.
On the way out of the cafe, Orville pockets all of his coffee grounds and starts eating them like little pebbles on the walk home.
The guy sees that you took it, and for some reason, as you're going out the door, he hands you another one just for the road. So you've now got two what do you call them, filters full of ground.
It's better than dip. It's better than dip.
Oh, okay. I know where he's got that. Dr. Green summons himself a ride. It is a big plant-like thing that crawls across the ground. He gets on it and asks Brooke if she wants a ride home.
No, I have to do something for
Vanessa?
Yes, Dr. Green?
Would you like a ride home?
No, I didn't eat all of my food, and there might be some people I can pass by and give it to. Thank you.
Well, then I will see you all in the morning. And his plant-like thing that he shambling mound takes him away.
As it shambles off, the rain still falling. The camera pans out back up over the city. We see Ian. I forgot what I was going to say. We see the mist roiling, thickening, becoming patchy. And somewhere, Brooke hears the thumping of a rabbit's foot. And that's where we'll leave it tonight. So if you're watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. Say hello in the comments. Thank you very much, all of you. Yeah, ding the bell. Well, I don't think that does anything anymore, but still. Hopefully see you.
My bell.
Goodbye.